Good afternoon, everyone. It's May 17th, 2019. I'm still Eric. I'm not going to talk about news items in this video, but rather how to deal with problems. And the reason I'm doing this video is because many people have a lot of problems, and I'm no exception to this. And a couple times, I'll be honest with you, my subscribers have bailed me out of not having the means to repair a car or my truck. Straight up, if it weren't for a couple of my subscribers, my truck would have been sitting in the driveway for a couple extra weeks. So, when things go bad, and man, do they go bad a lot. I mean, just in this last month, I've replaced the brakes, fuel filter, radiator, and now my tie rod ends. And I had to go and get an alignment. So, it is perfectly natural to get really pissed off about these things. Sometimes I get explosively pissed off, especially after dealing with these things over and over and over again, one thing after another. If it's not, a car problem, it's something else, like bad coworkers. And the way you deal with these things has a lot to do with the outcome. Now, through my experience in my long and sometimes dreadful life, I've found that, yes, it's perfectly natural to get pissed off and blow your top when you have problem after problem popping up. And if you just leave it at that, you blow your top and then set that anger aside and deal with it, things go a whole lot smoother when you just leave your anger aside. For example, my tie rods. I had a hell of a time getting the passenger side one off. But instead of getting really pissed off and bent out of shape about it, I just kept at it. I took a step back and analyzed why. What's going on? And I figured that, probably these tie rods have never been changed before. And that's probably the reason why it's stuck on. So I soaked the ends in WD-40, and then I hit it with the wrench, and it popped right off. And this was after an hour of trying to force it off with muscle. So we all have problems. Everyone. Even the filthy rich people have problems. And your outcome has a great deal to do with the way you react. And some problems you can't help but just react. I would like to have another car, but I'm not too crazy about the idea of having to pay an additional $100 or so a month in insurance. So we don't get another car for that reason. I do have another Dodge pickup sitting in my driveway. I don't even want anything to do with it. It's going to the junkyard. And the thing has problems written all over it. But, when problems come up, yes, it's natural to get totally fucking mad, because I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't always keep a cool head at first. I'm like, God fucking damn, what else is going to happen? You know? And if you expect something else to happen, it does. It really does. And so going through and working through your problems with logic and reason and leaving your emotion out of it, you will always get the better outcome. Always. And there's no reason to, to continue the problem, any longer than you absolutely have to. And the madder you get, the more twisted you get, the longer that problem will linger. So, dealing with problems, and by the way, it's always easier to deal with somebody else's problems, it just is. It's just easier because it's not your problem. It's like when I work on somebody else's car, things usually go a hell of a lot smoother than when I'm working on my own. And then, what about work? What about bad coworkers? Man, do I got a couple of bad coworkers. And these things, blowing your top with these people is very easy to do. I explained to you in a video, a couple videos back, a few days ago, that I had a transitioning tranny, working in the same place as myself. And this individual, this man, a man that has tits, he's scattered all over the place. You don't know whether he's coming or going, and man, does he fuck things up. And his wife, wife. I mean, straight up, man. These people are the strangest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. And I'm not even kidding you. And I met a lot of people, a lot of strange motherfuckers, too. And man, do these people take the cake. So, my friend and his son, my friend Gene, and his son Travis, and Mac, who's a gay guy. I work with a gay guy. He's a hella cool guy. I don't have a problem with him. He does what he's supposed to fucking do. We all had to leave the job site yesterday because this tranny and his wife, they spend so much time bickering and arguing with each other that they fuck stuff up. We pulled all the electrical work for this house, and they told us a bald-faced lie. We knew that we pulled the wires for a specific socket, right? And, well, they unpulled them, and now these wires are under the floor that we just screwed down. And these pieces of plywood, they're about 70 pounds a piece. And they're so big, it's very difficult for one person to lift them. And it's even more difficult to pull them back up off the floor. So we had to leave our job site yesterday because they made that colossal mistake, and we weren't going to clean it up after them. And the way you handle those people, the way you make sure they don't keep fucking up, is you make them fix their own mistakes at work. And I'm not a big fan of heavy labor, but there's a good reason why I decided to take this job. And partially it was a favor to a friend of mine who has bad people working with him and couldn't get anything done. So he brought me in because he knew I get shit done. I don't fuck around. When I go and when I say I'm going to do something, the shit gets done. Sometimes it falls out of my hands and there's nothing I can do about it, but when it's totally up to me, it gets done. So he called me in for help. I don't make good money doing it. I make crappy money doing it, but it was for a good friend of mine to help bail him out. So you deal with incompetent people by making them fix their own mistakes. Don't enable them by fixing them for them. Otherwise, they'll just continue to make mistakes and never learn a lesson. Them tranny people, man, they're really fucking crazy. I'm telling you. They are real, unhinged people. And, I don't have anything against him other than his incompetence. I mean, you can't get me to call him a her, which that's what he wants, but I'm not going to do it because the motherfucker looks like a guy. And if you're born with a set of balls, then you're a dude, right? Whether or not you want to be a woman or whatever, you're a dude still. He has a shaved head like a dude. So I can't bring myself to use his pronoun. I can't. But these people, they're crazy. And dealing with them, it takes a whole new level of patience, I guess you could say. Really. We've been dealing with one problem after another here where I live. Our place is way too small for us. We're trying to scramble to find another place, but finding a 4-bedroom home is not an easy task, especially when you have a 100-pound dog and limited cash, right? I mean, we do have enough cash to move, but finding the place is a whole different matter. We've been looking for, about 2 months now, and it seems like everyone wants way too much for the places they have. A lot of them are not even quality. But eventually we're going to have to break down and take one of them because just about anything now is going to be better than this place. But I do apologize for my absence this last week, a couple of days anyway. The hours I'm putting in, by the time I get off work, I'm wiped out. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get up a little earlier in the morning so I can at least put one video out a day, at least one. Maybe I'll put one out in the evening as well. But I feel guilty because I have people starting to donate to my channel now, and I'm responsible to those people. It's my responsibility to keep putting out content. When people are donating to me, I take that shit very seriously. And it means, to me, it means they found value in what I said. And that means the world to me. That means more to me than the job. But this isn't going to last forever. There's only 2 total demolitions and remodels to do. I'm working one of them now. I'll be working the next one. And after that, there's no more. So I will be, I will be making videos again at the rate I was making them a couple of weeks ago. But for now, it will be probably limited to 2 a day. I'm going to try really hard to put out 2 a day. And I might even bring my computer with me and make them on site. That we get an hour lunch break, so I can use that time for making videos to put on YouTube for all the people who have been so generous. So generous. I never thought anyone would donate to my channel or even care. But I've had a lot of good people reach out to me. Wolfgang Martin. I mean, the list is getting longer and longer, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the great comments, the thumbs up, and the donations. It means the world to me. And I really, really appreciate everything you all do. Anyway, just kind of an informal chat here. I'm going to be looking at some more news items. I have all weekend now. No work this weekend, at least not that I know of. And I'll be putting out some other stuff. I'm going to finish that Anunnaki video about the falling angels here. Probably, I'm going to finish writing the script for it probably tonight after I get my kids home and my wife. That video will be up sometime this coming week. I'm not sure which day, but you're not going to want to miss it. I promise you that. It's going to be a good video, and it's going to show where all the biblical fallen angels and stuff like that came from. And so, anyway, I thought I would chat with you guys. I hope all of you have a great day, and I'll see you later.